Hello and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing absolutely fine. I am back with another exciting video and I'm going to be talking about the part-time jobs here in Swansea and in UK. This is one of the most requested videos on my channel. I have already made a video about it last year and I have pointed out some of the tricks and some of the tips about it. So if you want to go check that out, the link will be down in the description box below or somewhere up here. So please go and check that out, and let's not waste time and let's start the video. Okay, so before starting with the tips and how to get a part-time jobs, I would like to tell you about the minimum wage that is currently there in the UK. It has changed in April 2023, so you need to know this before you apply so that you know that what pay you can get per hour. So the minimum age for the age of 18 and 20 years is 7.49 per hour. The minimum age for 21 to 22 years is 10.18 pounds per hour, and all the ages from 23 and above is 10.42 per hour. So this is the minimum wage which is currently going on in the UK. Okay, so I have listed a lot of points on how you can get the part-time jobs in Swansea and in UK, but I am also be talking about specific things about Swansea here and there, giving out examples. So please watch this video till the end. Okay, so let's start with the first topic, which is identifying your skills and interest. So first of all, when you start looking for jobs over here, look what you are looking for. So there are specific industries that you might want to work, you are interested in working there. So first of all, target those industries, and also on a plus side, you can also figure out what are your key skills and interests. So your skills matter a lot in these kind of things because that is what you're good at and that is what you are offering to the employer, right? So when you focus on your skills and you focus on the jobs out there, you can come up with a lot of jobs in those specific industries where your skills are very much relevant. So that is one of the most important points that you need to keep in mind while looking out for your. Okay, so after doing that, we will talk about the second topic, which is tailoring your resume / CV. So what does this mean? So you have to tailor your resume in a way which appeals to the employer, right? So add your work experience, add your education, add any other skills that are relevant, add everything that is relevant that you have done in the past in your CV and highlight them so that the employer can take a look and select you on the basis of whatever you have done. So that is also one of the most important things, because how your CV is being made is basically how you are represented to your employer. So make a very strong CV based on whatever you have done, whatever skills you have, and then you might get a chance where you are considered for a job. Okay, so the next thing that you need to do after tailoring your CV, after building a strong resume, is writing a very strong cover letter, because this gives you an opportunity to tell your employer how good you are at your job, how good you are at your skills, why you are so interested in the job that you're applying for, and why you are the most suitable candidate for that. So all this need to be written down in a cover letter in brief. So make sure that you write a cover letter that is relevant to the job and the skills and highlights everything. Okay, so after doing all this, you need to research where jobs are available. So there are a lot of places where you can research, such as job portals, online websites, job fairs, local newspaper, etc. So you can definitely go and check all the opportunities that are available and submit your application. So submitting your application is a very tedious job that you might need to do again and again, because there are a lot of jobs that require a lot longer applications and some of them require short applications. But this will make you tired, but that is what you can get you a job. So keep doing it, keep consistently doing that thing, because that will help you increase your chances on getting a job in Swansea or in the UK. So I'm going to tell you about some of the websites online where you can find jobs. So first of all, there is Indeed, Reed, Total Jobs, Uniport, all the university portals, jobsite.com, gumtree.com, etc. So these are some of the websites and apps that you can use that will help you find a job. You can also try on LinkedIn and Glassdoor, which might help you represent yourself better. So the next thing that you can do after applying through the online websites or going to the job fairs that happens in your cities, etc., you can go to your friends and families and get references as well. So tell all your friends, all your family that is here that you are looking for a job, so that they can recommend you some of the jobs and they can refer you in a way that will help you get a job. So that is also an important thing where it might help you some. The next thing that you can do is go to all the local businesses around your area and around the city. So go to the shops, go to all the restaurants, cafes, etc., and ask them if they need any help and ask them if they are recruiting, so that you get to know what the market is around your area. If I talk about in Swansea, there are a lot of restaurants and cafes that need people to work for them. So you might need to go to them and ask them if they need help, and they might tell you how and where to apply. This might be different in other cities, but if I talk about Swansea, there is a chance that you might get into a restaurant or a cafe more than any other retail store. If you are finding difficulty in booking your accommodation or finding an accommodation suited to your need, I think you should definitely check out Amber, which is kindly sponsoring this video. And Amber is a website, a company which helps you find the perfect accommodation suited to your need in Swansea or in the UK, and you can do it for absolutely free. So talking about Amber, you can go to the Amber website. The link will be down in the description below and check it out yourself. You can register yourself on the website and you can get a free personalized assistant that will help you to find and book your perfect accommodation. So I think the booking and the finding process of your accommodation has been made pretty easy through Amber, and I think they are doing a really great job. So I have made a whole video about Amber and its services and how you can get access to them. So the link to that video will be down in the description below, and you can definitely go and check that out. I have also made a video about the campus life or the campus accommodation when I was living on Bay campus, so you can also go and check that out. The playlist of all of it will also be down in the description below. So if you have any questions regarding accommodation or how to book accommodation, or if the campus accommodation is good, you can all find it out on the video that I've made down in the description below. Okay, so previously we talked about ways of applying for jobs, and one of the key ways of applying job is going to the job fairs that happens in your city. So a job fair is a way where all the employers come at a place and you can go and apply to their company. So you can get printouts of your CV and take as many as you can and go there and ask them if they have any job openings, and if you're interested then you can definitely apply for it. Okay, so after you applied from anywhere that you can, the most important thing after applying is following up with your application. So if you go to a restaurant or a cafe or a retail store and give your CV or apply over there and you did not get a reply or a feedback from them anytime soon, then call them up or go over there in person and ask them about what's happening with your application, because a lot of the times you need to take this step so that your chances of getting that job increases a lot, because a lot of the cafes, a lot of the restaurants, a lot of the retail stores are a bit lazy on all the feedbacks and all the job applications that they have received. So it's better that you go forward, tell your name, what your CV was, and etc., and you can definitely get your chances of getting the job high. Okay, so after doing all that, there are a high chances that you might get selected. Your CV might get selected and you might end up on an interview. So you need to prepare for an interview very thoroughly, where you are confident in all your skills and work experience that you can portray, and convince them that you are one of the best out there and you can do a very good job on the role that you've applied. Mention all the work experience that you have done before and also the skills that you have. Thoroughly research about the company and the role that you're applying, so that when you answer your questions, it is tailored to their thoughts, it is tailored to the company or the shop, or it is tailored to the person that is interviewing you. So that is also one big thing, where your answers are aligned to the best interest of the company and after you've researched about all the job opportunities out there, you also need to research about the student friendly companies and cafes and restaurants that might help you get a job quickly, because there are a lot of companies, there are a lot of shops that are willing to take students more than others. So you need to check that as well, because if you are a student then there are work hour restrictions. That is, you can work only 20 hours a week if you are an international student, and a lot of the cafes and a lot of the shops need full-time workers. So you need to find that who is in need of a part-time worker, and then you can go and apply to them first and prioritize them first. So after applying to all the companies out there, all the retail stores out there, if you don't get a job, then you can also try applying for all the university jobs that has been there. So there are a lot of university jobs, on campus jobs, etc., that you can apply for, and you might get it easier than all the jobs out there. So university can give you a lot of experience, as well as they can give you a better rate of pay as well. So go and check what roles your university has in terms of part-times and student roles. And also university has their own portal of all the different jobs that are out there. So ask your department, ask your university about what online portal they recommend, because they have their own recommendation, and they might have their own university portal as well, where all the employers give their roles and you can apply through them. So that is also one of the most important ways where you can get a job at university, or use the university portal to get a job outside the university. After doing all that, if you are still finding it hard to get a job, then you might want to try doing volunteer work or be an intern to a company which does not pay you. So this way you can get experience in the UK, and then you can put that in your CV and get a job in the future, because volunteering here is a big thing, and it is always helpful if you go and volunteer, because it helps your CV, it helps you build a CV which represents that you care about the work you do. It will help you get a job in the future. And also one other thing that is much more important while volunteering is that you can network with all the people out there. So networking, as I talked before, is a big thing here, because networking here is one of the best things that you can do as a student. So while volunteering, while interning, network as much as you can and make contacts. So a lot of times when you are selected and your CV is selected and you land an interview, a lot of the times you go for an interview and you are not your best. You couldn't give your best, right? And that might be because you might have a bit of a language barrier. So I would recommend, if you can, seek for language help, which a lot of university provide. You can go and get better at the language and then go for an interview, because that makes a huge difference. Because a lot of the part-time roles over here, be it the restaurant, cafes, be it the retail stores, or be it the university, they need a good communication. They need people who can communicate with other people very efficiently and make relations with people and customers. So if language might be your barrier, then go seek out help through your university or through any medium that you can. Okay, so the last thing is, here in Swansea, people are looking for students or other people who have a bit of a work experience, especially in UK. So if you are a fresher over here with no work experience, then you need to be persistent and follow all the steps or all the ways that I've talked before, because the best way for you to gain experience is by doing volunteer work or internship, right? And for all the students out there, please be proactive while you submit your applications and follow up with your applications. You might need to do this 3 or 4 times a week if you are not getting a job, or if your CV is not selected. Also, one side tip, university has their own employability department, which might help you in gaining access to other portals for application to your jobs, and also they can help you build your CV according to the needs of the employers in the UK. So definitely go and contact them, and they can help you in any way that is possible. So that is the last thing of being persistent and being proactive, where you need to do these things very regularly and you need to put your heart and soul into it until you get a job. Okay, so that was it for this video. I've talked about 14 to 15 different ways on how you can get part-time jobs in the UK, and all of these things are more or less same throughout the UK. I know I said that I will talk more about Swansea in here, but after my research, I think Swansea is as much in the same position as all the cities in the UK, because Swansea is not a big city like London. So Swansea might have lesser or fewer opportunities, but it is not like you cannot get a job here. If you try hard, you can get a job here, and if you don't have experience, I told you what to do. So yes, it might be easy for a student to get a job in very big cities like Birmingham and London, because there are a lot of shops or cafes or companies that are there and offering the roles. But you can come here in Swansea and follow all these steps, and there is a good chance that you might get a job which is very much suitable for you. Also, a tip for people who are coming in January, all the Jan intake students, you might feel a bit harder to get a job because the main intake is September. So all the students who come here in September try to get a job and get jobs that are already there. So when you guys come, there are fewer opportunities, there are fewer jobs available to you. So if you are already planning to come here in January and you're back at home in November or December, build up your CV, go through your skills and research about all the job opportunities here, because you can do that online sitting at your home. So do all of that and maybe start applying as well. So when you come here, you might have an interview straight away and you can get a job and start working as soon as possible. So that was it for this video. I have told you a lot of ways, and because of that, this video is a bit long, but I hope you find any help and information out of this video, and I really hope that you get a job, a part-time job that is suited for you. So please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to have a lot more informative videos about Swansea and the UK, and you might get all the help that you need before and while you are here, at Swansea. So please subscribe to the channel, like this video and share this video, and comment your beautiful thoughts down in the comment section below, and ask any questions on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, the link will be down in the description below. And yes, thank you so much for watching. See you, take care, bye bye.